Welcome to Varsity Voices. I'm James Johnson of the Democrat and Chronicle, and it is the day after the Irondequoit boys basketball team's big win at Fairport. And why don't we get into what that atmosphere was like? There were people who could not get a ticket to that game. Zach, you mentioned last night that it was a pretty exciting atmosphere.
Yeah, playing in that gym was pretty crazy. Having our own fans there and their fans going at each other like that was a lot of fun.
Had you ever played in front of a crowd that large before?
No, that was the most people I've ever played in front of.
A lot of students there, or?
Yeah, we had a big section. I wasn't expecting that, but when we saw that up there, really gave us more energy, I think.
And Gerald, what did you think about the atmosphere?
It was great. I think the atmosphere helped us bring it more as a team. The participation by them and us to succeed helped us a lot.
I always wonder when you go to a road gym, so to speak. You got the kids chanting, at you. Do you guys even hear that stuff, or can you help but notice it, or?
We definitely hear it out there. It helps us, and when we hear it, we get more energy each time we hear them chant something towards us.
Now, Zach, on a personal level, what was the game like for you? How did you kind of work through the game? My understanding is you scored all 13 of your points in the second half.
Yeah, I was in foul trouble in the first half, didn't play a lot. So that was tough, but in the second half, we were going in knowing that was going to be a good game. They were ranked right above us, and we were too, so going in, we wanted to play as hard as we could to get the win, and we did.
How did you maintain, how did you stay in the game, not let it affect your play or the team?
Just stay focused, keep in the game, keep cheering my teammates on, and know that I would get back in there to help us out.
Gerald, you nailed 4 3-pointers. Didn't look like you were afraid to put up some shots, especially in the first half when you were on a nice roll. What was the game like for you?
You got to stay confident. It wasn't just me in the game. It was me and my teammates. They supported me. I'm a sophomore playing varsity, so they helped me the whole way to help us get to this point. The bench, they're always ready to play. When coach calls them, they're ready to step up. And we're just always ready at times.
What kind of impact can getting a win like this at Fairport? How can it help you guys from here on out?
We know we're at the top, so we take every game like that. We don't want to lose a game now, and we never did before, but now that we're at the top, we definitely want to stay there.
Coach Cardon, was it Irondequoit's turn to play Fairport in a division crossover, or did you two coaches kind of reach out to each other? Or?
Well, this is the first year of a 2-year divisional alignment, so we were assigned to play them in a crossover, which was, Scott and I were both happy about that. We both knew we were going to have strong teams, and we had talked about it, gone out to breakfast and stuff, and I'm close with him. He's a fantastic coach. And we said before the game that no matter what happens tonight, it's going to be really good for both our teams, because we had one close game with UPrep. They haven't had any close games, and you need to have those close games to find out a lot about your team in tough situations. And we had already done that against UPrep. They had not. So I think both teams really benefited from playing. I wish we could play again, and I'm sure they do too. How
much input do you or the school have in putting together the team schedule?
I have total input. But by the time you get your division schedule with 2 games against your division opponents, then you have your 4 crossovers, and then we had commitments with Athena, Hilton, and Wilson. And then we had a chance to play at the Rap Classic at Aquinas. We're playing Jamestown, who's always a powerhouse. It leaves really little room for other games, and I know Scott already had a bunch of games against some teams from Syracuse and stuff. So I'm lucky the school gives me total input for our schedule. But these are games you really look forward to.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like you set up some easy targets here when you put together your schedule.
You know what? We always, we knew we were going to have a strong team this year, but we always try to play a really strong schedule. And when I set up a schedule, it's not to set up teams that you can beat. It's to set up teams that you can get better against. And if you happen to win those games, they're great. It's going to get you better in the long run. And, we've had a good run of getting to the finals, semifinals, when it comes to February. And I think it's been helped because of our schedule. Our non-league schedule's really helped out.
So what's around the corner? What's next?
Well, next is one game at a time with Churchville tomorrow. Maybe on paper it doesn't look like much of a game, but I've been up all night watching tape, so we'll go to practice and prepare. We prepare for every team the same way. We don't watch a lot of tape. We go over their sets. I give them an extensive scouting report. This team is really, really good about coming out strong every game and also following the scouting report. And I thought they did a good job last night. Dan Messino, we had a lot of trouble stopping him. He's such a great player. And but I thought other guys stepped up on other guys, and we kind of condensed it a little bit. And but we take it one game at a time. Zach, what's our quote?
All in.
All in. All in's our quote. So we're all in every day, and I think Nick Saban has the process. Our big thing's the win word. What's important now, and that's the next game.
When was the last time the program has kind of been in this position, in everyone's focus, one of the top teams in the area, no doubt about
Well,
it?
I know back in, I think it was 2003, I think we got to about 11-0. In '96, we finished 20-2, and we were undefeated. And we played McQuaid, and they were really, really good. We beat them at our place, and then we played them 10 days later in Super Bowl Sunday and lost to them. And so we were like 19-1 going into the sectionals that year. So we've had some really, really good teams. Everybody asks, is this your best team? And I go, I'll let you know at the end of the year. We'll find out at the end of the year.
Zach and Gerald, are you guys ready for the ride?
Yeah, excited.
It should be interesting to watch. Thank you for tuning in. Look for more high school coverage at democratandchronicle.com.